which is something that remains a very top priority. And of course, we recognize that the diaspora in particular is one of our most powerful tools as a nation for building understanding and cooperation. The businesses you build, the knowledge that you share, and the cultural connections that you maintain are the foundation of a strong US-Caribbean relationship. So as we all look towards the next 20 years, I know I see, and I'm sure that this is a shared belief, there is tremendous potential. The Caribbean is not a region to be overlooked, but instead one that is brimming with opportunity. And so to that end, let me congratulate you all once again on this day and reinforce that with our combined shared history, our shared values, our shared opportunities, and a commitment to share our challenges, combating our challenges, we will reemerge even stronger. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Deputy Assistant Secretary Feinstein. It has been years since we have embarked on, I think, friendship in terms of the work that you do as a member of the staff of the U.S. State Department. And I really ought to declare you an honorary Caribbean person, because you've always been somebody that we can look to for support and for an open door conversation. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here. We're going to now hear the national anthem, Black National Anthem, as it's called. We play this song because it was written by the James Weldon Johnson, and many people don't recognize that this song actually has, therefore, Caribbean heritage written all over it. And so now you hear Lift Every Voice, as sung by veteran of the U.S. Army, Gerard Perslade. And you'll also be seeing some faces of people who we call our luminaries and our legends. Hopefully you'll recognize who some of them are. And probably we'll have a quiz at the end of this event to see how many people you recognize. So what I'm asking you to do is, as you watch this video, when you recognize a face, please type it in the chat.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let a rejoicing arise highest the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening ride, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not a weary feet come in the place for which our Father sign. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of all wearies, God of all silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into thy light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Blessed our feet, straight from the places of God where we met thee. Blessed our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
We're now going to ask Andrew Sharp, Chairman of Authentic Caribbean Foundation and President of the Caribbean Disability Network, to introduce Ambassador Jacinth Henry of St. Kitts and Nevis.
It is with great pleasure that I take this opportunity to introduce Her Excellency Jacinta Henry Martin from the beautiful island of St. Kitts and Nevis. Ambassador Jacinta Henry.
I'm delighted to observe the protocol that has already been established, but certainly to wish everyone present here with us a wonderful, very happy Caribbean American Heritage Month. On behalf of the CARICOM Caucus of Ambassadors and the wider CARICOM Diplomatic Corps accredited throughout the United States of America, it is my distinct honor and delight to extend warm greetings as we commence the observance of National Caribbean American Heritage Month 2026. This year's commemoration, highlighting independence, identity, and unity, resonates deeply across our vibrant Caribbean diaspora, even more significantly as we mark the 20th anniversary of the national designation of Caribbean American Heritage Month. It is a milestone that affords us an opportunity to reflect with pride on a journey thus far and to reaffirm our shared aspirations for the future. On behalf of the CARICOM Caucus, I express heartiest appreciation to the visionary leaders, advocates, legislators, community organizations, and supporters whose unwavering efforts culminated in the establishment of this national observance 2 decades ago. Through persistence, conviction, and an abiding belief in the value of Caribbean contributions, they secured a place in the national calendar for the recognition of a people whose impact on the United States has been enduring and transformative. We offer special recognition to those institutions and individuals whose unrelenting dedication has sustained this observance and elevated Caribbean voices throughout the United States. In that regard, we salute Dr. Clay Nelson and the Institute of Caribbean Studies and all of the dreamers, protagonists, and implementers for their enduring service, past, present, and future, in ensuring that the flags of the Caribbean continue to fly proudly in the hearts and minds of our peoples across this nation. Such vision, advocacy, and steadfast commitment have helped secure the rightful place of Caribbean heritage within the broader American narrative. We also pay tribute to indomitable Caribbean advocates and cultural soldiers, such as Lofton Sargent, Dr. Golda Downer, and countless proud and valiant stalwarts of Caribbean ancestry who have devoted themselves to preserving our history, celebrating our culture, strengthening our communities, and inspiring future generations. Many have labored quietly and selflessly, yet their contributions have become pillars upon which our collective achievements continue to stand. We honor all those whose hearts of Caribbean fire continue to burn brightly, those who serve with distinction both the lands of their birth and heritage and their adopted homeland, the United States of America. Through their example, they remind us that Caribbean identity is not diminished by distance. Rather, it is strengthened through service, enriched through opportunity, and sustained by an enduring commitment to excellence and nation building. Distinguished audience, the story of the United States cannot be fully told without acknowledging the contributions of Caribbean people and their descendants. Across generations, Caribbean immigrants have helped to shape every facet of American life: its economy, industry, public service, healthcare, academia, science, technology, entrepreneurship, arts and culture, sports, and innovation. From the earliest chapters of this nation's history, even among the ranks of the founding fathers of these United States of America, Caribbean minds and voices have contributed to the intellectual, political, and social currents that helped shape the American Republic. Through successive generations, over its 250 remarkable historical trajectory, Caribbean Americans have distinguished themselves as inventors, public servants, military personnel, elected officials, business leaders, artists, athletes, and community advocates. Our talents, resilience, and determination have strengthened the institutions and ideals that continue to define the United States as a global leader and a beacon of opportunity. As the Caribbean presence flavored the richness of American life, so has it contributed to the nation's cultural vibrancy, expanded its horizons, and reinforced its reputation as a dynamic melting pot of peoples, traditions, and aspirations, where the creativity, perseverance, optimism, and enterprise that characterize the Caribbean spirit remain woven into the fabric of America's success and global standing. Yet Caribbean people have never ceased to invest in the development and prosperity of their own countries of origin. Through family ties, philanthropy, entrepreneurship, remittances, skills transfer, advocacy, and public service, members of the Caribbean diaspora continue to serve as bridges between our nations. This dual commitment embodies the essence of this year's theme: independence, which speaks to the sovereignty, resilience, and aspirations of Caribbean nations; identity, which celebrates the heritage, values, traditions that define and inspire us; and unity, which reminds us that our accomplishments emerged through partnership, mutual respect, and shared purpose. As CARICOM ambassadors, we take immense pride in representing a region whose people have contributed so much equally confident that future generations of Caribbean Americans will continue to serve as a force for innovation and progress, helping to shape an even stronger future for the United States, the Caribbean community, and the wider hemisphere and world. On behalf of the CARICOM Caucus of Ambassadors and the CARICOM Diplomatic Corps, I extend heartfelt congratulations to Caribbean Americans everywhere and sincere appreciation to all friends of the Caribbean who continue to support our shared journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Jacinth Henry Martin. And now we will hear what is called the CARICOM song as we play a parade of flags.
From many distant lands, our forefathers came, some seeking adventure, some bound in chains. Through battles waged and fought, through victory and pain, by test of their courage, our freedom was gained. In homage to those gone before us, the heroes of lands in the sun, we vow to join hands and to focus on building one Caribbean. Raise your voices high, sing up your Caribbean pride.
And now we will hear from retired Army Sergeant Jackie Watson, founder of the Caribbean American Chamber of Commerce of Georgia, a member of the National Commemorative Committee.
Greetings, greetings. Drum Nations, children of the sun, we come. We come with hands that work, cut cane in Florida, pick tobacco in Virginia, clean up waste in Indiana. We come with hands that create artists, engineers, teachers. We come with hands that help and heal, nurses, caregivers, doctors. Our fathers pick apples in your fields. Our mothers build cars in your factories. Our daughters wipe noses in your homes. Our sons die in your armies. We come in search of the American dream, in search of roads paved with gold in Brooklyn, Bronx, Miami, Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Houston, Washington, D.C., and other cities. We come full of hope. Dream, Drum Nations, Sun People, welcome, welcome. Happy National Caribbean American Heritage Month to one and all.
And so now we hear from someone who made history in America. I now present retired Navy Captain Janice Smith, the first Jamaican and African-American to command a destroyer and many other things alongside that. Captain Smith.
Good afternoon. It is a privilege to join you today as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of National Caribbean American Heritage Month. My thanks to the Institute of Caribbean Studies, to Dr. Nelson, and to my distinguished fellow speakers. But most of all, thank you to everyone joining us from across the country and across the Caribbean diaspora. My own journey began in Jamaica, and like many who immigrate to this country, I arrived with determination, discipline, and a desire to contribute meaningfully. When I enlisted in the United States Navy, I did not imagine that I would be commanding a warship. I simply wanted to do my job well. Life at sea, often for extended periods and under demanding circumstances, surrounded by only the horizon and vast ocean, reinforces the importance of unity and shared purpose. There is no room for ego, there's no room for division. Every individual plays a critical role, and success depends on ownership, trust, accountability, and collective resolve. These principles mirror the broader Caribbean American experience in the ways in which our community strengthens the fabric of this nation. We show up, we work hard, and we lead with heart. As we commemorate this milestone, we recognize that Caribbean Americans have long served this nation with distinction. Leaders such as General Colin Powell, son of Jamaican immigrants, and General Frank Peterson, the first Black Marine Corps general, men whose Caribbean roots helped shape their remarkable journey of service and leadership. As the United States approaches 250th year, we also acknowledge the historic role of Caribbean people in the nation's earliest struggle for independence, including the Haitian soldiers who fought alongside American forces during the Revolutionary War. This year's theme, Honoring Our Past, Transforming Our Present, Claiming Our Future, speaks to all of us who carry our heritage with pride while serving this nation with distinction. Caribbean Americans contribute to every sector of American life. I've seen that contribution up close, from the decks of Navy ships, to embassies across the region, to the global operations that keep our nation safe. As we gather today, let us also hold in our hearts those currently serving in harm's ways, sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, friends and loved ones, members of our armed forces standing watch far from home. And let's stay focused on what matters. Service framed by dignity and respect, and grounded in integrity, courage, and a shared purpose beyond our individual roles. It is in this spirit of service, unity, and forward vision that we celebrate this very important occasion today. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to share some words that one of our beloved community leaders wrote in tribute to those serving today. They called my island sweet and slow, but I had fires they didn't know. I left the mango trees behind, a disciplined and uniform mind. A woman in a room of men, rebuilding who I was back then. My braids tucked tight beneath the cap, navigating a brand new map. The Caribbean cadence in my chest met heavy armor on my breast. I wore the boots, I cleaned the gun beneath a blazing desert sun. I marched for freedom, stood up tall, an immigrant who gave her all. Now home, I blend the spice and steel. With silent wounds, I slowly heal. A daughter of the tropics born, in American fatigues nor one. Written by our own community leader, Jackie Watson. And I read this in honor of those serving today. We now introduce the Secretary General of the OAS, His Excellency Albert Ramdin. Every strong institution depends on leadership that is visionary and steadfast. And history is often measured by the offices people hold, but sometimes history is made by those entrusted to hold them. Our speaker has made history as the first Caribbean national ever elected Secretary General of the Organization of American States, a distinguished delegate from Suriname, formerly known as Dutch Guyana. He has devoted decades of service to advancing dialogue, cooperation, democracy, and development across the Americas. His election represents a proud moment, not just for Suriname, but for the entire Caribbean region, reflecting the growing leadership and influence of Caribbean nations in hemispheric affairs. It is now my distinct pleasure to invite Secretary General of the Organization of American States, His Excellency Ambassador Albert Ramdin, to share his remarks.
Good afternoon, I believe. In the meantime, thank you very much, Dr. Nelson, for the introduction. Can you hear me well? Just to make sure. Indeed. Thank you very much for the introduction. And I want to also thank you for inviting me to speak on this important moment. Ambassador Henry Martin, regretfully, I have not heard you speak, but I know where you stand. I'm not sure if Mrs. Barbara Feinstein is still on the call, but I know she was on the program. If she's still on the call, I'm happy that you're participating today, and all others on the call. I'm very honored to join you today. For me, as Dr. Nelson said, I'm the first CARICOM Secretary General to lead this organization, the Organization of American States, but that would not have been possible. And therefore, I want to pay tribute and salute the Caribbean nations for demonstrating unity, solidarity, but also the vision that we can lead. We are part of this hemisphere. For almost 80 years, this organization has been led by Latin American countries and mostly South American countries. So in that regard is not only historic, but also the Caribbean unity which held for months, despite all kinds of interventions, so to speak. So I felt very proud with that Caribbean unity on the 10th of March last year, when the election took place, and ultimately with that force of Caribbean unity, we were able to be elected unanimously, which was also a privilege after almost 4 decades. Did not happen before. So therefore, I'm very committed to the Caribbean cause. And I know, Dr. Nelson, I pay tribute to you who have kept this commitment alive for many, many decades in Washington, D.C., even when I served before at the Organization of American States. It's a pleasure to participate in this ceremony to commemorate the history and the transformative impact of Caribbean people and their descendants across the United States. This is an opportune moment, in my view, to recognize the vital role of Caribbean diaspora and the meaningful contributions they continue to make to society, both in the United States as in the sub-region and in the wider world. The theme which you have chosen to frame this 20th anniversary, honoring our history, transforming our present, claiming our future, speaks for itself. Very telling, but also it calls us to reflect on the important role the Caribbean has played in the Inter-American system and the opportunities to continue projecting the presence of the sub-region in our hemisphere. In reviewing the history of the OAS membership, we see that the Caribbean has played a fundamental role in the establishment and consolidation of the organization, beginning with the Independent Republic of Haiti, which was the only founding member from CARICOM in 1948. Subsequent waves followed in the context of decolonization, closely tied to early independence of countries such as Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. Subsequent waves throughout the 70s and 80s brought the bulk of Caribbean nations into the Organization of American States, a process that concluded early 90s with Belize and Guyana joining. This phased incorporation reflects the region's political evolution as well, its growing interest in regional diplomacy, and its commitment to multilateralism within the Americas. Following colonialism, decolonization, and all the independent movements in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, inspired also by Haiti and others in Africa, colonialism, in my view, in whichever form today, cannot be allowed to return in the most peaceful region in the world, the Americas. Together, as respected partners, we believe the Americas can achieve more. So that unity which CARICOM can demonstrate and leadership must expand to the whole of the Americas. The Caribbean has also historically served as a moral and political compass for the region. Member states have demonstrated a deep commitment to the fundamental principles that underpin the Organization of American States: respect for sovereignty, peaceful coexistence, and the defense of democratic governance. In this context, it is vital not only to recognize, but also to continue strengthening the role of the Caribbean in a strategic way. Today, CARICOM represents 40% of the OAS membership. No small share. Part of the strength of Caribbean voices in this political forum, where all votes count equally, lies in internal cohesion, internal unity. Maintaining that cohesion is essential to continue exercising influence in the hemisphere by translating our critical values and norms of democracy, civil society engagement, human rights, etc., to the benefit of all. That influence is built on substance. I often refer to the lessons that Caribbean nations can offer to the rest of the Americas and the importance of Caribbean nations being more vocal about those lessons. The sub-region has demonstrated a long-standing commitment to democratic continuity, peaceful electoral processes, good governance, and respect for the rule of law, even while confronting serious structural vulnerabilities. The Caribbean has consistently placed sustainable development and prosperity at the center of its regional agenda. That emphasis speaks directly to what multilateral institutions are being asked to answer for every day. In an era where those institutions are questioned for failing to deliver, our value added must be focused on what every citizen ultimately desires: peace and prosperity. This is at the core of our vision and agenda for the Organization of American States. As we mark National Caribbean American Heritage Month, we are also reminded that the Caribbean story does not stop at national borders. Caribbean diasporas have become bridges linking nations, cultures, and economies across the hemisphere. They embody the dynamism of the inter-American system, enriching societies while strengthening the ties that bind our region together. It is in that spirit, I trust, that the Caribbean will continue to play a decisive role, helping to guide the organization toward a more just, representative, and connected Americas. I wish you all the best with the 20th anniversary, and we stand ready to work with you in different areas where we can. I thank you very much, Dr. Nelson and others on the call.
Thank you very much, Secretary General Albert Ramdin. we are glad that you are demonstrating the arc of history. And so I present to you now Nandi Walcott, who is a congressional liaison for the Institute of Caribbean Studies, one of our program board members with direct responsibility for the Caribbean Parliament of the Future, a program we have established to put into practice the outcome documents of the UN Pact for the Future and the Futures Generation Dialogue in particular. Nandi Walcott.
Drum nations, sun people, we come. We come from the lands of steel band, reggae, calypso. We come from lands of light and laughter. We come to toil in cold, dark, dry places, to give hope to those left behind. We labor and give birth to son and daughter warriors. Like Belafonte, Patier, Powell, Malcolm X, like Shirley Chisholm, Cicely Tyson, Hazel Scott. We come as warriors. We stand as survivors. We grow new roots and spread our branches, surviving through the strength of our culture. Culture, not something we wear, not something we visit. Culture is the drum beat beneath our heartbeat, the salt in our memory, the rhythm of the sea that surrounds us, that surrounds our islands and reminds us that we are connected. Shore to shore, island to island, generation to generation, our culture teaches us to stand tall, to laugh loudly, to share generously, to carry one another when the road grows steep. And like the Caribbean Sea itself, our culture refuses to be contained. It travels. I now present a message from the Honorary Jennifer Carroll, the first female and Black Lieutenant Governor of the state of Florida. Jennifer Carroll is a trailblazing public servant, military veteran, and national leader whose career has reshaped the landscape of America. In 2011, she made history as the first woman and first Black person to serve as Lieutenant Governor. And as Lieutenant Governor, she has championed economic development, veterans affairs, STEM education, while serving as a trusted advisor on statewide initiatives.
Good evening, distinguished guests, community leaders, and friends. I am Jennifer Carroll, former Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida. It is an absolute honor to stand before you as we officially kick off the National Caribbean American Heritage Month. This month is so much more than just a mark on the calendar. It is a vibrant, living tribute to the generations of Caribbean Americans who have profoundly shaped the fabric of this nation. When we think of our Caribbean heritage, we instantly think of an undeniable, unifying energy. We feel it in the unmistakable driving pulse of soca music that commands you to move. We see it in the pure joy and connection between the heart of a fete. We experience it in the brilliant, unapologetic colors of Carnival that celebrate freedom, history, and life itself. These cultural touchstones are our heartbeat, but they are only part of the story. Beyond the music, the celebrations, and the incredible food, Caribbean Americans have always been architects of progress. We are entrepreneurs, building innovative businesses from the ground up. We are scholars and doctors, students pushing the boundaries of strategic thought. We are parents deeply committed to family, ensuring that the next generation knows exactly who they are and where they came from. The Caribbean American spirit is defined by a profound resilience, a tireless work ethic, and an unwavering commitment to community, lifting as we climb. This month, we pause to honor the trailblazers who came before us. We honor the parents, the grandparents who brought their traditions, their ambitions, and their dreams to these shores. They planted seeds in new soil so that we could flourish. But as we look back with gratitude, we also look forward with immense pride. Our culture is not just a relic of the past, it is a driving force of the future. Over the next few weeks, I encourage you to immerse yourselves completely in this celebration. Share the stories of our ancestors. Support Caribbean-owned businesses in your communities. Let the music move in you. Thank you for being here tonight to honor our history, celebrate our brilliant presence, and inspire our future. Happy National Caribbean American Heritage Month. You are the heartbeat of our heritage. Let the celebrations begin.
Thank you. The Caribbean has always produced champions in every field of human endeavor. Our next speaker is part of that tradition. Joshua Williams has risen to the highest level of professional football through talent, discipline, and perseverance. As a member of the Kansas City Chiefs, he achieved the pinnacle of the sport as a Super Bowl champion. Today, he continues his career with the Tennessee Titans, carrying with him the values of hard work, resilience, and excellence that are hallmarks of both the game and his Caribbean heritage. A proud son of St. Kitts and Nevis ancestry, Joshua understands that success is not only about personal achievement, it is also about inspiring others, opening doors, and showing young people when it is possible, what is possible, when preparation meets opportunity. That is why we are especially pleased that he has agreed to serve as a celebrity spokesperson for the 20th anniversary of National Caribbean American Heritage Month. And so as we celebrate honoring our past, transforming our present, and claiming our future, we are delighted to hear from one of the Caribbean diaspora's rising stars. I now invite Joshua Williams to share his greetings.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Just making sure.
We hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, first, I would just like to, show my gratitude and appreciation just for being in this spot. It was an excellent opening you gave me. 100% and blessed first and foremost to be in the position I am. It's nobody but God. It's been a blessing to be able to represent not only myself and my family, but place where my family is from, St. Kitts and Nevis, and just get all the gratitude that I do get from, my family down there, the people from St. Kitts and Nevis, and not even just them, just all throughout the Caribbean. So it's been a blessing. Again, I can't express my gratitude enough. Thanks enough. It's been just a wonderful journey since I've been doing this. Every day I wake up and, all I can do is pinch myself sometimes because it's a blessing to be where I am. So again, I just want to extend my gratitude to all of you and really just show and demonstrate how appreciative I am to be here and be able to sit here as some would say, I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, but whether it's people looking up to me or however it is, I'm just glad to be in this position.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. And we look to hear more from you during this month as you prepare to make calls to different events, be on call for different organizations. I know people around the country want to hear from you. People are having events all the time. You're there in Tennessee. We know you have promised to go and read to these children in a library. And so we're really looking forward to having you tweeting and shouting and screaming that you are one of us. And tomorrow you will be up on our monthly wall of fame. So look out, and we expect that you will be sharing that with your fans. Thank you so much. I now present Steve Higgins. Our next person will be Steve Higgins, who is noted tenor. Steve has been performing across America, across the Caribbean, and around the world. He's one of, in Jamaica, we used to call him the 3 more tenors. And so, Steve, we are delighted that you're here with us. And so please take us out with some salubrious vocal energy.
Hearing me? Coconut, coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Get your coconut water, man, it's good for your daughter. Cocoa have a lot of iron, make you strong like a lion. A lady tell me the other day that no one can take her sweet love away. I asked her, what is the mystery? She said, coconut water and rice curry. You can serve it in the pot, man, you serve it very hot. Cocoa have a lot of iron, make you strong like a lion. I don't say Andrew dancing. I don't know if he can hear me. But anybody, you can hear me? I want to see a little, you hear the music, Claire? Yeah, there you go. Let's go. Coconut woman, so you'll agree. Cocoa make a very, very nice candy. The thing to have when you're feeling dumb. Coconut water with a little white rum. It will make you tipsy.
Coconut.
Make you feel like a gypsy.
Coconut.
Cocoa have a lot of iron.
Coconut.
Make you strong like a lion.
Coconut.
All right. I hope you can hear the music now.
We're not hearing the music, but we're gonna
You're
hear it in our minds. That's okay.
Coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Coconut woman is calling out, and every day you can hear her shout. Get your coconut water.
Coconut.
Man is good for your daughter.
Coconut.
Cocoa have a lot of iron.
Coconut.
Make you strong like a lion. Coconut. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Happy Caribbean Heritage Month, guys.
Hap
Thank you so much.
Karam. Hap Karam. Thank you so much. We now close us out by presenting Francine Campbell Hakeem, Program Board member of ICS and chair of the Book Banquet Committee and many other committees that she serves on. Francine, the floor is yours. Unmute.
Thank you and good evening, good afternoon, everyone. What an honor I have been bestowed upon to bring the final reading of our Caribbean Odyssey poem. I am so happy to have been here for this afternoon. I want to thank all of the presenters for their time, for bringing us messages of hope and guidance. I feel so much more focused and continuing to feel that love for the Caribbean nations that I have become so involved with and endeared to. Okay, so for the last stanza of our poem, it talks about the last section being the future. And it says, Drum Nation, Sun People, we come. We come to meet our minds to be together, to work together, to thrash the chaff from the grain, sort it out, to clear the weed that strangles the seed. We come together to build, to clear ground for a new construction, to create a new community, to create a new society, to create a new life, to create a more perfect union in the ever-changing American dream. So, for the future, as the Americas begin to change and take different shapes, we are confident, prideful, and I am so happy to continue to see our scholars who continue to bring us guiding messages as we embark on our mission. Dr. Nelson, thank you for keeping hope alive. Yes, thank you. And on that note, I'd like you to say the final words as we embark on this rich, very rich month ahead of us.
Happy Caribbean American Heritage Month, everyone. Or as we say in shorthand, Hap Karam! You know the British said hip hip hooray. We say hip hip, happy Karam! I'm crazy about one thing. Thank you everybody for joining us. And we're just gonna play out this. We'll share some information about what's coming. If you want to stay behind in line with us, we're gonna bring everybody on stage. Those of you who can stay on, you know, if you've got to go back to work. So here is what's coming up for the rest of this month.
Domestic agenda, Capitol Hill.
All right.